You've mentioned before that you know of many people who are using cannabis products medically. Where do they get them from? Do they get them from a clinician, or are they getting them illicitly?
Well, in Israel at least, we are rather liberal in the way it's done. About 15 years ago, the Ministry of Health decided that it is willing to give or to allow patients to get cannabis for whatever disease they had, but under certain regulations.
Yeah.
A patient cannot apply for a permit himself. Only a physician can apply for the permit to get cannabis for a patient. He has to say more or less, we have tried other things, nothing helps as much as we want to. I believe as a physician, that he should get cannabis. His request goes to the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health then decides whether to approve it or not. There are physicians there that decide on that. And so it slowly developed, and there are about 26,000 or maybe 28,000 patients that get cannabis for their as treatment for their diseases. That's a lot for a small country.
Yeah.
And every single case has been evaluated.
Yeah.
Every single case, not for every disease. It is allowed more or less for pain, especially cancer pain. It's allowed for some gastrointestinal diseases. It is allowed for post-trauma. It is not allowed for psychiatric diseases, not for schizophrenia, not for anxiety, deep anxiety and things like that. But if there is a special case, let's say asthma.
Yeah.
Asthma is not on the list. Right. But some people say a puff of cannabis stops my asthma attack. Then if a physician sees that this is true, then he will be allowed. I had a patient like that recently. So it is quite flexible. And so we have, as I said, 28,000 patients that get it. And I think this is okay. It's not too well regulated because the companies that grow the material, they do not always follow medical requirements. Right. But it is slowly being changed. And the ministry at least says that medical cannabis will ultimately, within a year or two, be supplied in pharmacies with, according to all the medical rules. Let's see whether that happens.
Have you any idea of the situation in the United States?
Well, the United States is a mixed thing because every single state has its own rules.
Right.
For the entire United States, it is illegal.
Yeah.
But many states allow medical cannabis with different regulations. It's not the same regulation. Colorado has more liberal regulations, others have less liberal regulations. And a few of the states have also allowed recreational cannabis. Yeah. But that's, completely different.
As well.
Yeah, it should be completely different. So in California, I think there is always a problem there because there is a clash between the state and the national level.
So it would be possible for patients in certain states in America to receive cannabis on a medical basis.
That's true, and in some places...
And again, they'll be going through the physician.
Yeah, in some places they go to a state that allows it.
Yeah.
But it's a strange situation that if you stand on one side of the state border, it's okay. On the other side of the state border, you go to prison.
Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you.
My pleasure.